The West Bonner County School District, they held an emergency meeting last night. As trustee Margaret Hall put it, an emergency of their own creation. They called this meeting after the Idaho State Board of Education sent them a letter explaining why the district was out of compliance with state requirements and how their new superintendent, that'd be former Idaho Freedom Foundation staff member Branden Durst, how he was unqualified to be superintendent in the state of Idaho. They also outlined the ways the district was not complying with what is required by the state, from the budget not being balanced, to the buses not being properly inspected, to a failure to apply for federal funding. So the district held last night's meeting to declare an emergency, to direct Durst to apply for an emergency provisional certificate, and to have him reply to the state board's letter with a plan to fix their compliance issues. Not everyone on the council felt like Durst, though, should be the one to write that letter.
I need clarifications. I think before that letter goes in tomorrow that the full board should see a copy of it, of that response. It should not wait until our next meeting. I do not want to abdicate my role as board member to Superintendent or Mr. Durst to apply to the State Board of Education. It should be from the board. The State Board of Education sent that letter to us.
I second that and agree.
Well, the meeting lasted all of 16 minutes. All three motions passed by a vote of 3-1, with Trustee Hall voting against all of them. Trustee Carolyn Barton, she abstained from voting last night, saying anything they decide should have been null and void because there wasn't a 24-hour notice before that meeting. Failure to comply with the state requirements could mean a loss of funding for the already cash-strapped district. State Board gave West Bonner County until today to respond to those compliance requirements. Trustee Hall told us she expected those to be turned in. She told me today she got a look at that letter and the plans. And she said she made some suggestions and she fully expects that to be turned in. The emergency provision then will have to be approved by the State Board of Education.